Steve Sansweet has the Star Wars collection of your dreams, but sadly, these droids are not for sale if you want them. Plus, me and my purple-headed friends soak up the Tokyo Game Show. Oh, and that squid thing came along too. And finally, hail to the king, baby. It's TV Tuesday and Chris Gore is ready to do this. Now, load up your boomstick. It's Attack of the Show!
Pick up on this.
You almost punched me in the throat.
Hey!
No, don't hey them.
What?
I was like, let's get excited for the show, and you button hooked me.
No, we're just getting like, let's get violent, we're dudes.
Yeah, whoa, Sarah, what's with the violence? I just wanted to get excited for the show. Wait, hold on. It's like, hey, Sarah, what's up?
Weird?
What?
Yeah, have a good show.
You too. You're the best.
Great.
Yeah.
See how we didn't hurt
You're
each
number
other?
one.
No, you're number one.
No,
And then you do a little.
Hold on, I got to go back out there with Mr. Violent now.
You know, I
Sean,
gotta show off these guns.
Sean,
you know,
see
if we're
how-
gonna-
see
if
how
I'm
it
out here in the
works?
tea. You know, this is gonna be.
It's sort of a play like we like each other.
Oh, right.
Hey, welcome to
Kind of
Attack of the
moonlighting.
Show.
Hi.
Moving on. I'm Kevin Pereira, and I'm here with Sean Hart, another perhaps a permanent host hopeful there.
I'm not even a permanent host hopeful. Perhaps a permanent
you
host.
might be.
Okay.
You might. Are you hopeful to be the permanent
I
host
am
of the show?
hopeful. Yes. I have eyes of awe.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yesterday was a little bit of an award show. Everybody loved
Yep.
it, by the way.
Yeah.
Smashing.
It was. They loved me.
blast.
They loved the
I
award
loved
show.
Sarah loved it.
We got to dress up. We got
looked
to
stunning.
party.
Champagne.
That's right.
Champagne.
The after
Monday?
party though. That's where the crazy stuff
Right.
went down.
Yeah, exactly. But today is a much more real show. We've got a natural show for you. Sarah is here, of course. What do you have on the show today, Sarah?
Well, damn good downloads.
Damn good.
Which is always good, but especially good for you, Sean.
What is that?
Well, you're just going to have to find out.
Okay.
Coming on a little later in the show. We also got Chris Gore. He's back doing a little
Yep.
DVD Day. Some DVDs came out today. Talk about those.
Sweet. That'll be good times. Now you had a chance to play with the product that we're going to talk about right now. One of the worst names, if you're supposed to say the dot in the name, I don't think you are. It's a Super Fi 5 EBs, but it looks like Super Dot
Fi
5 EB.
5 EB.
Super Fi 5 EB.
Or the EB.
So what are these bad boys here? I've got the cheaper white model here.
And I've got the black ones that I didn't wrap up.
All right, well that's okay. So these are some little earbuds here, but they're not your mom and dad's earbuds.
Oh, they're not really earbuds. They're in-ear headphones.
Oh.
Earbuds don't
Thanks
go
for
in the
correcting
ear
me,
canal.
marketing guy.
Well, hey, you know what?
No, because I'm serious. No, that's a good point, and that's the
It is
point
a
that they
good
try to
point.
make. But they're earbuds. That's all they are.
All right, fine. They're
Okay, they go
portable
in.
headphones.
They go in your ear.
They go in your ear. They're not noise canceling. They're noise isolating. They retail for around $200. $100 for your, not as good models, the one I have.
Look, I can't afford the good stuff.
And that's pretty cool. They have two two diaphragms, two sources of sound for the low end and for the high end.
That is really good because I popped them on very briefly. I know you spent like last night with them, but
all night.
I mean the bass sounds really clear.
Oh, yeah.
I mean you can definitely tell like the low end is not getting in the way of the high end thanks to the two speakers.
No, that's what's cool about them. And what would really impress me is they're kind of like this flimsy cord here.
Right. But not good for the autoerotic asphyxiation.
Yeah,
it's
if you're
gonna
Michael
break.
Hutchins, you don't want to do this, rock star in
Definitely
excess. But if the cord breaks, you can still take off the actual headphone, and that's what you're paying for, so that's still there. So I don't spend a lot of money on headphones personally. Because I break them, I lose them. This I might consider.
Not bad. Again, the price, a little pricey.
But if you can afford an MP3 player...
Yeah, and don't forget, it says it right there on the website, most important, iPod ready, ladies and gentlemen. Because I'm sick and tired of bringing home headphones that just aren't ready for my iPod.
No, you feel
Well,
weird.
the iPod headphones are awful.
Yeah,
So
they are.
anything that's in the ear, that you could run with, I would buy them.
There you go.
Because the default headphones.
The verdict is, if you can afford it.
Yeah, if you can
Do
afford
it.
it, go for it. There you go. Moving on. Now, it was a big night for me last night. Went home all alone as usual. Cried in my bowl of macaroni and cheese, but that's okay. Which he actually had for lunch today, by the way. We won't get into it.
Oh, you guys are perfect bear.
Craft service here is something to write
Spare
home
no
about.
expense for you guest hosts.
Yeah.
I had the filet. Day of Defeat came out. Day of Defeat Source. I bought it. When I got my Half-Life 2-pack, it finally came out. Meh. That's my review. It's not out of 5. It's not out of 10. It's not a star system. It's kind of meh.
It's a physical and vocal reaction.
Pretty much. It's more of a.
It is kind of a meh. It is only $20.
And that's true. $20 isn't bad. Granted, you need the Half-Life to play it. But,
Yeah, that's true.
But not bad at all. It's fun. Whatever. There's some balancing issues. The recoil's not my friend at the moment, and the maps are kind of. But I'm not here to bag on Day of Defeat because I need to play it more before I really give it the final verdict. What I am here to do is sing the praises of the Call of Duty 2 demo.
Let's be positive
which
about
also came
this,
out.
which is actually pretty cool.
Look at this thing. Now, you spent some time with it today in the old game cap room. How did it feel getting a little day rate to play some games?
Well,
feels good, right?
It does feel good. I feel, like a real deal video game guy. I haven't played Call of Duty 1, so
this was all new
I
to
was
you
just
then.
I felt like I was thrown into a war. And it's actually amazing. The graphics are great. The sound will blow you away.
That's the biggest thing. I bought the nice Logitech, the 5.1 or the 12.7 surround sound system.
Yeah.
And this thing was rocking my apartment. I was using the EAS 3, and it sounds great.
It does sound really good.
Graphically looks amazing. Check this out, the little bloom effect. Well, not when you get hit with the grenade, but when you look at the sun, it kind of blows everything out.
Don't stare.
Looks really good. Exactly. Squint. Look through at a piece of cardboard or whatever they had you do in science class. Works really well. It's Call of Duty 2. It's free. It's super fun. And if you got a machine that can even remotely handle it, you got to download it.
Great AI. I just got to say that before we.
Yeah, it's highly scripted, like the encounters. But again, they run away for grenades. They'll pick up grenades and throw them back.
Your guys do a lot for you. Your fellow soldiers.
It's real good stuff. And finally, because everybody loves a countdown clock.
I do.
Yeah. Had you heard of OriginXbox360.com?
The viral marketing somehow, it got to me.
You got infected.
Things get to me.
So there was this countdown on Origin Xbox 360. People didn't know what was it for. Was it for Halo 3?
That's what I thought.
Was it for the birth of Sarah Lane's first child?
When was that?
I don't even remember.
It was so long ago.
We were all so
16?
drunk, actually.
That after party, guys.
Got me through labor, though, I'll tell you what.
That's right. Oh, Steel Reserve. So you go to the website, there's a countdown clock again, no one knew what it's for. Well, it turns out it's for psychedelic bunnies and a chance to apparently win an Xbox 360.
Yeah, and what else?
That I think is about it, Sean.
Come on.
Yeah, no, there's gamer testimonials from around the world as to why the Xbox 360 is going to be a great system. Yeah. Listen, it's all about the timer. That's what the site was all about. Timers are great. I will duct tape an egg timer to the headboard just to add the extra excitement for the little lady. And I think that's what our show's been missing. We need some sort of a timer.
Countdown to the autoerotic asphyxiation.
There it is right there. Grab the headphones. You see it on your screen? Right there? It's on my finger now. We're counting down. We're not going to say what for, though, Sean. You know what for. You were in the meeting this morning. You know what we got planned.
I may have the job.
Yeah, well, might's a very loose term in that case. But you know that it's something big that we've got planned, right?
Oh, it's huge.
It's huge, but we can't talk about it.
It beats so many things.
We want everybody to go to the G4 forum, start a thread or two.
Sure. I love you forum guys. Start a thread.
Exactly.
Do it.
Speculate. A thread non-Sean related. Think of what's going to happen when this timer counts down, because I'm telling you, it's Origin Xbox 360 big. It's going to be a good show today.
It is.
We have Star Wars aficionado Steve Sansweet on the show today, so call. Ask him about anything in his collection, Lucasfilm, if you've got a question about that, or whether or not there are llamas at Skywalker Ranch.
I've heard things. I hope there are.
Anything. The number is 800-839-7880. Of course, you can email us through our web form as well. Just go to attackoftheshow.com/askus, and they can chat with us in our IRC chat room.
Yes.
They know.
And after these shameless attempts to take your money, we get a personal tour of Steve Sansweet's Star Wars collection. You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
What?
It's a reference to Star Wars.
Celebrating its birthday today, Google.
I'm on my way to the Canaan land.
Today, we mourn the loss of Jeeves.
Now, if you don't go.
Face it, if any one of us could have figured out a way to turn our love of Star Wars into a career, we would have done it a long, long time ago. Which is why we're in awe of Steve Sansweet, who went from Star Wars collector to author to Lucasfilm ambassador. Welcome to the show, Steve.
Thanks a lot, Sean. Great to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you here. You are a Jedi master.
Well, yeah, in the fantasy world, maybe.
You live the fanboy's dream. You're collecting Star Wars toys, and you're working at Lucasfilm. How did this happen? How do you do it?
It did just sort of happen. I loved science fiction growing up. I started collecting space toys a year before Star Wars came out. And Star Wars just sort of took over. I'm a writer, and I started writing Star Wars books in the early 90s, and one thing led to another. And
what's your job for Lucasfilm exactly?
Well, I have a lot of jobs there, but the one that people know me most for is fan relations. So I help edit the fan magazines all around the world and just do conventions and a lot of fan outreach.
Now, you are, as many people know, or some people know, the owner of the largest collection of Star Wars memorabilia in the entire galaxy.
Outside of a guy named George. But
outside of a guy named George.
Yeah, I mean, when I started looking for a place up in Northern California, space was the main consideration. So I have a 5,000 square foot barn that's filled with my Star Wars collection.
Wow.
So.
And how much is all this worth?
You know that American Express commercial?
Sure.
Priceless. I don't really know, and I don't think I want to know.
Really?
Yeah.
So you've never had it appraised or anything?
No, because who would do the appraisal?
Yeah, you're the expert.
Price guy.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Now, you have some favorite items in the collection. We're showing the video of it right now.
Okay, what are we showing first? The Han Solo pistol?
Well, yeah, I guess we're going to get to the Han Solo pistol.
That's really a cool piece. This was an actual gun. It's a prop replica. It's very light. The real Mauser weighs about 6 or 7 pounds. So when you want to have something that just goes in Han Solo's holster,
right,
you have something lightweight like this resin gun. It's also known as the throwdown gun because it's the actual pistol that Han threw down in Jedi.
Wow. Wow. Now, you also have, this is like a one-of-a-kind item, the R2-D2 lunchbox. Tell us about this.
This was my holy grail for 10 years.
Right.
I saw an ad slick and knew that they had an idea for a vinyl lunch pail. And a lunchbox dealer told me, yeah, there were some samples that were made. And I tracked it down for 10 years before I finally got that phone call. Man, I felt so good. The guy said, I found one. It'll cost you, but I found one.
You were like Indiana Jones. You're like finding the Holy Grail
Yeah,
at this
I mean,
point.
you sort of have lists of things in your mind, and you go after them.
Okay, now you have some items that that you brought to show us.
Yeah, a couple of things. You know, one of the things that's great is the fan passion for Star Wars, and they do things. Well, this is a little unusual.
Okay.
This is a dentist friend of mine in Mexico City.
Right.
Star Wars caps. Now, he's offered to redo my teeth. I've sort of held them off, but, geez.
This isn't usable.
I hope not.
Okay.
Well, it could be.
Now, also, I want to show you everyone this, because no one else gets this but you, Steve.
There's a company named Gentle Giant that scanned all the Star Wars actors for episodes 2 and 3 to be the basis of action figures and molds and things like that. And so I whined a lot, and they scanned me in Australia for episode 2 and made me a Star Wars action figure. Obi-Wan is my favorite character.
You're Obi-Wan?
Yes.
So would that make you a Jedi Master?
A Jedi.
Padawan one learn?
Yeah, no, Jedi Master.
Jedi Master.
Yeah,
Right,
I mean,
Jedi
it comes
Master.
with the card, too.
Okay. So, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
My accessories are lightsaber.
But it's out of box, so it's worth less now.
Ah, darn.
I just want to point that out to you, Steve.
Okay.
All right, now, before we get to this, you have a book coming out.
I have a book coming out called the Star
Check
Wars
this out.
Poster Book.
Yeah,
it
this
has
is
about
fabulous.
350 of my favorite posters out of
Yeah.
about 2,300 in my collection.
It's amazing. There's some here that really caught my eye. I was just looking at this. This one right here.
That is
I don't know if we're looking at some
totally
video
bizarre.
right now, but
Yeah.
this is a Polish.
Polish Empire poster?
Yeah, this is pretty neat. Check this out. And now, what do we have over here? Well, we have,
of course, for G4, a game poster. That's
game
for
poster.
the very first Atari arcade game, Vector Graphics. Still a great game.
and people know the history of how influential LucasArts has been with video games.
Absolutely.
Now, our last question here. I want to ask you. I'm looking at the card. This is kind of a little intrusive, but you've spent so much time, so much money on Star Wars. Have you had time for an outside life? Have you feel like you've sacrificed anything?
I
in
don't
the
feel like I've
process?
sacrificed anything. And in fact, Star Wars has led me to meet and make friends of hundreds of people all over the world, and it's really enriched my life that
So it's
way
not just
on a personal
It's not just
level.
the items, it's the community.
Yeah, and
Sure.
the collection has nothing to do with what I do at work. It's working with people and working with fans. I love it. It's great.
Steve, it was great to talk to you.
Sean, my
I'm
pleasure.
in awe. Seriously.
Thank you.
No joke. Visit attackoftheshow.com to learn more about Steve, and be sure to check out Steve's new book, The Star Wars Poster Book, out now. Steve will be back later in the show to take your Star Wars questions. They're going to grill you, Steve.
Okay.
While I attempt to bribe Steve with some of his stuff, you get ready to wrap your head around some atypical Game Boy mods. Stick around.
Counter's still counting down. It's exciting. We've seen the Game Boy go through more transformations over the years than Madonna, but why wait for Nintendo to reinvent it? No. Copy those homebrew mods and do it yourself. That's what we're going to do. We like homebrew mods. We're going to make some. But these are original. These are not copies, Sean. This
These aren't
is a big
something
deal.
you saw on some blog that we're just
No,
doing.
because, quite frankly, people on the internet aren't creative.
No.
We here at Attack of the Show, super genius.
Seriously.
And I will be surprised if anybody actually can do these mods at home. But we're gonna take the benefit of the doubt. We're gonna give it to them and hope that they can put these amazing things together.
Hopefully the kids on the message boards can put 2 and 2 together and,
well,
and
we're
figure
hoping.
out some things.
Maybe not the message boards.
Nah,
but we'll
definitely
see.
not
Here we go.
message boards.
First thing any gamer needs is to dull the pain of really bad Game Boy games. That's why he can keep his booze right in his Game Boy. Look at that. It's like a gaming flask.
And the
Yeah, there's one alcoholic. Oh, it's Sarah. It's Sarah.
It's very covert, too.
It is,
You would
too.
never
Hold on
guess
a second,
that it's
I
a
gotta-
flask.
Room 2.
Kevin, that's incredibly unprofessional. And
Tastes like wood glue.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Good mod.
That's
it works. So we
high-proof
basically
content.
we waterproof the inside of this bad boy with a baggie. We got some hot glue, and we attached the flask to the top of it. There's the little bag on the inside, just so you can see we're not BSing. So if you're ever, I'm not saying you should do this during class, but when you're at recess, they're gonna think you're playing with a Game Boy on a
Right.
swing set.
They're going to think you're playing with a 20-year-old Game Boy that no
course.
kid your age would play with.
Absolutely
With
not.
a metal thing on top.
You're just sipping mom's magic potion. That's
Yeah.
all. What gets her through the day. How about a hard drive? Okay? Who needs a flash drive? You don't need an iPod Nano or an iPod Flash. No, that's not cool. You need a Game Boy hard drive. And
Very
you can,
portable.
Oh, there it is right there. Well, there's some Bo Jackson baseball
He
for
can
you.
play 2 sports.
But look at
that was
it.
his thing.
And he can store 20 gigs of MP3s.
He is / Bo Jackson.
Bo
now.
knows storage. Bo knows storage.
What are we
here it is.
advertising
To
for
prove
him?
that it's real, we've got it running right here. There it is. You can see we just took a hard drive, literally bored out the inside of this Game Boy, slapped it in. You can get, broken Game Boys off eBay. You can get them at local stores, super cheap. So here it is, the Game Boy
Junkyards.
folder. I'm going to unplug it. Boom, disappeared. It's legit. It works. And
happens.
honestly, seriously, I know it seems kind of silly, but if you leave this in your car, no one's going to break in
No,
and
no
steal
one will
the,
think
the-
it's your hard drive with all your valuable
Exactly. They're not gonna
pornography
take it
or
off.
Whatever.
Finally, this is important because we all know gamers got the dirty hands when they're doing the surfing the internet one-handed. You know what I mean?
What do you
Night after
mean?
night. I mean because their other hand is very dirty.
Oh, yeah.
They need a little bit of the soap, so
Yeah,
it's a
so-
Game Boy liquid soap
Is this
dispenser.
Purell or why are you doing this?
Well, I'm just saying.
Why,
Look at
where
all
am
the
I
soap
I will fling this
that
in
you
your
can
face.
store in this. Oh,
Oh, yeah, now
Go
you're.
ahead. No, you should clean your hands up. That's a lot of soap there. Look at that.
Okay, let's
Soap it up, Sean.
Oh, should I do the makeup
go
girls?
for it.
They're
Yeah.
gonna.
Oh, my
they're gonna
God.
hate this.
Hold on. You got a little. Let me put a little.
okay.
Let me get a little bit right
okay.
there. There we go. Yeah,
Dave,
there's a
this
little-
place is a fraternity. Look
Hey,
at
we're
this.
crazy. Seriously. Soap dispenser. This is cute.
Oh, it
It's
is.
cute.
It
This is IKEA cute. Here, let me give you a little bit more.
Yeah, okay.
For
Let me
more
go-
details on these mods, go to attackoftheshow.com.
I'm
It's
gonna
the
go find a-
website that loves you. You gotta. Here, let me give you a towel. Oh, you'll figure it out. Now, if it's been showcased on a current affair or rescued from an urn fire, odds are it came from eBay. Yeah. High five?
Not even close.
High five.
Bud.
Woo!
Poor Sean.
Yeah, I know, right? I
Really
didn't
giving
do
him a hard time.
I'm not. Look, I like the guy.
I understand that you want to be the alpha male around these parts, Kevin, but you got to give these kids a chance.
We have to clank antlers, okay? It happens in the hallways.
Sure.
Look at that. That does not look healthy, does it? All right.
Not at all. But at
Let's
least
get
your
started.
hands are clean.
But I hate to use this mouse like this, but oh well. It's someone else have to
Kevin,
do
I
it.
feel like you got a job to do here, and I'm supposed to stand here to
eBay.
play off of your humor.
Well, you're supposed to stand there and not talk and let me get the job done, Sarah. Dawson's Creek laundry basket prop, 5 bids.
Hey!
$22.02. I know you love the Dawson's Creek.
Absolutely, James Vanderbeek.
Is he not dreamy as
He
can be?
is dreamy as dreamy gets.
Yeah, exactly.
Or not.
Certificate of authenticity.
I love it.
Comes with a Tommy Hilfiger shirt.
Cute little Joey Potter's dating Tom Cruise now, you know.
I did not know that.
Well, this is big news.
Tom Cruise?
Crazy
Tom Cruise?
the one, the only.
Wow, I did not know that. Moving right along, Sarah,
Yeah?
tell me what you think of this abstract art.
I
How
don't
does it
know.
look? Take a
Well,
look. Well, hold on.
show
Take a look
me.
at it. There it is. Looks pretty good, right?
Sure. I mean, it's kind of violent, and I like that.
Yeah, right. There's an edge to it. Would you say that the artist was going through some personal trauma? Maybe a girlfriend broke up with him. He's coming off a meth addiction, something like that.
Looks that way to me. It's sort of like this technique was like, nah.
Yeah. What if I told you that the artist was a turtle? Boom!
What?
You did not see that coming, Miss Lane.
Wow, you just really blindsided me. You sideswiped me.
Your mind has
I've been
been blown.
sideswiped. Wow, a turtle, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing.
Artwork done by a turtle.
I feel like that turtle needs some therapy.
All right, we have to move on.
right.
We're running out of time. I wasted too much time with the soapy hand. So
right.
I'll go to the last one. This is my favorite one. We had an auction for some guy's prosthetic leg, which is funny, but we're not doing that. We're going right to the flatuloconomizer. It is a device, pair of briefs that you strap on. This will connect to your car's gas tank. There's even a cigarette lighter adapter to charge your cell phone, which has nothing to do with the briefs themselves. But you can power your car with your natural gas emissions.
I love it. Is that like methane? Are we like cows in that way?
It's exactly what it is, yeah.
Great.
Chew your own cud, drive your Prius.
Because sometimes after too much dairy, you know,
It happens.
gotta put it to good use,
Sarah,
right?
We all know. There you have it. Always expect the unexpected when...
It came from eBay!
Yeah.
You like that?
A little glass break
Rah, rah,
back there.
rah. All right. This isn't England, people. We have commercials. God darn it. But we have the feed up next, all oiled up for you when you get back with my soapy hands.
That's what I was helping you out.
Plus Kevin and his new best friend paint Tokyo red. Oh yeah, new best friend, BFFs.
Welcome back to the show. We'll be giving you a chance to kill more of us in MMO Oregon Trail. It's fun to say. And a chance to soak up some of that unused memory with a damn good download coming up. But first, yesterday I introduced you to my new friend from Japan. He's the Otaku Kraken. Well, I managed to score him a press pass, and the two of us actually hit the showroom floor at Tokyo Game Show.
Listen, all we gotta do is go in there with this. I'm telling you, we're walking out millionaires.
Really? Are you sure?
I'm serious, baby. You're the golden ticket. Don't worry about it. We'll be fine. Just gotta make a quick call. Get things taken care of. Let's go. So here's the deal. We're at TGS. It's a bunch of Japanese game developers, right? They're all trying to appeal to this Western audience. So we're gonna beat them to the punch. Stop being such an otaku puss. I got everything taken care of. You should know I got everything we need.
Whoa!
To beat the Otaku Kraken.
We're here at TGS showing off Beat the Otaku Kraken. I think it's the only Flash game made by Western developers for a Japanese audience. Chris, you're not Japanese, but you're in Japan, so you'll do. Tell me, what is it about squids and schoolgirls and Japanese culture that you think is so appealing?
They're pink.
The only Flash game by a Western developer for a Japanese audience. Anybody want to beat the Otaku Kraken? We got schoolgirls, we got squids, we got sharks, the 3 S's. Yeah, look at it. Yeah, get it. A schoolgirl with a shark beating a giant squid. Yeah, there you go. You're beating it. Yeah, beat the squid. Yeah, come on, get it. Get it. Beat the squid. Almost done. You almost got it.
I'm a bad squid.
Woo! Beat the Otaku. They're going crazy for it. It's a fetish. Look at that. Everybody wants to beat it. Beat the Otaku Kraken, ladies and gentlemen. A TGS first. I know you love the squids. I know you likes the schoolgirls. Put them together and beat them with a shark. It's Beat the Otaku Kraken for the first time only. This might have cross-pond appeal. Where are you from, Gordon?
Britain.
Britain. Would you like a chance to beat the Otaku Kraken?
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, huh? Hold on. Keep going. Yep. Oh, you did it. You beat the Otaku Kraken. Look, he's juicing everywhere. Woo!
Great.
You want to beat the Otaku Kraken, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Give this woman a shark. Yeah. Oh,
hit me,
yeah.
Morgan.
Get it.
I love it. Yeah.
Get it.
Morgan, again.
All right, this is it. This is our big chance. That's Hideo Kojima. All right,
I don't think I know
he makes
him.
games that Japanese people like, or so I'm told. Let's get his attention. Let's do it. Beat him or something. Just do something. Do something. Hideo!
Yeah.
Hideo Kojima! Hideo Kojima, right here!
Love it.
Beat the
yeah.
Otaku Kraken! Hideo! He's a squid! He's stealthy! Show him stealthy! Show him stealthy! Be stealthy! He likes stealth games! That's what he makes! Hideo! Smoking squid! Solid 3! God, well, get that out of you. You look ridiculous! I hate you! Listen, buddy, I'm sorry. I mean, I thought for sure we are gonna be millionaires, you know, but I don't know the Japanese gaming. You know, I don't know. You saw Kojima's reaction, right? There was none. So I'm just gonna hop on a plane, head back home, think about it, maybe throw a Daikatana in there, and we'll be good next year. All right, buddy?
Yeah, I
Pleasure
guess.
working with you, man.
Yeah,
You're a good guy.
you too.
I love you.
Give me a hug. I'm gonna miss you.
All right, you take care.
Kevin, wait! Don't go!
And that about wraps it up for my Tokyo experience, but G4 still has more to show you. In fact, tonight, you can tune in to the official TGS special airing at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. It features an exclusive interview with Nintendo head Satoru Iwata and an up-close look, there it is, at the Nintendo Revolution controller. Don't miss it, folks, tonight. Now, here's that warm blanket of news we know as the feed.
You'd think by now we'd be numb to those supervillain tactics of the RIAA. You know, shaking their fists, scaring children, and yet they keep finding newer and newer lows. At this point, we're not even mad. It's kind of impressive, actually. Here's what's latest. A site called cityfreaks.com is reporting that a federal court in Michigan tossed out the RIAA's case against a mother who let her 13-year-old daughter download music from a file-sharing site. Okay, rather than accept the defeat and slither back into their caves, the RIAA attempted to convince the judge to let them sue the 13-year-old girl. Hey, let's go after her now. The judge naturally said no. He then tossed holy water on the RIAA reps and sent them screaming back into hell. We'll see. Now, in a heated battle not seen since the days of New Coke versus Pepsi Clear, and those were heated days, the struggle between HD DVD and Blu-ray continues to attract allies on both sides. Most recently, Microsoft and Intel have pledged their support to the HD DVD camp. Analysts claim that Microsoft's and Intel's announcements restores balance to a debate that had seemed for a while to be tipping in favor of Blu-ray. Although Blu-ray has a higher density and the ability to store more data, HD DVD is seen as easier to implement right away, which is probably why it caught the eye of Microsoft. Still, the issue remains divided, which means to cover your bases, you'll have to own an Xbox 360, PS3, HD DVD player, and a Blu-ray player. Food? Yeah, right. What are your priorities? There's no food. Now, movie press junkets are usually very dull affairs, bad food, foul-smelling movie writers, the usual so-and-so is great to work with BS. Believe me, I know. But every now and then, maybe due to exhaustion, painkillers, some interesting things slip out of actors' mouths. Case in point, at the recent junket for Elizabethtown, star Kirsten Dunst may have accidentally confirmed rumors that Topher Grace is indeed playing Venom in Spider-Man 3, and that Thomas Hayden Church is playing Sandman. According to Chud.com, she followed with the slip, "Maybe I wasn't supposed to say that." Miles away, Sam Raimi inexplicably collapsed in a heap on the floor. It's very sad. This may still be a rumor, but prepare yourself for, that's right, Tobey Maguire versus Topher Grace, the sissiest-looking slap fight since Richard Simmons stole a bottle of Avion from Ryan Seacrest in the green room of The View, and that was a sissy fight. And now, finally, China. You censor news reports and tighten restrictions on websites, and then you win us over with crackpot schemes like this. We're referring to, of course, China's plan to use satellites to monitor panda sex. Yeah. That's right. You heard it here first. A joint China-U.S. project will use satellite GPS technology to track panda movement and hopefully understand why they have such a poor breeding record. What's going on, pandas? This is the latest extreme measure taken to coerce pandas into getting busy, following less successful efforts such as forcing them to watch panda porn. No joke. Of course, having to seek out those seedy back alley video stores for said panda porn was probably why they got so turned off in the first place. While this plan may work, it could also backfire by giving pandas a whole new excuse. Honey, I can't, not with everybody watching. And that's it for a particularly saucy edition of the feed. Kevin?
Thank you, Sarah. I'm so glad you gave Steve the opportunity to follow panda sex.
Panda porn.
Do your best.
How can we follow panda porn?
You can't. You just have to acknowledge it and move on. So that's what we're going to do. Just a heads up for our callers today. We've got some free goodies. How about some Family Guy and Robots DVDs? We're giving them away. They're for you. They are movies on a disc, and they will play if you have said DVD player. Moving on. All right. You ready to take some calls, Steve?
Absolutely.
Impressive collection, by the way. I didn't get a chance to say it,
fun.
but very nice stuff. Let's see. Anthony joins us on the phone from Bowie. Are you there, Anthony?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, not much. Just hanging out. You get a free DVD. How about that?
Oh, I'm psyched.
Sweet. Because if you don't want it, I'll take it. You know.
Oh, no, I'm good. I'll take it, man.
All right, Steve got it.
Yeah.
You have a question for Steve?
Yeah. What do you think of the Star Wars series currently in the works, and how do you think it will affect the franchise?
Well,
Good
we
question.
actually have 2 Star Wars series in the works. The first one is going to come sooner, and that's Star Wars Animation. It's going to be more kid-oriented, just like the first Clone Wars was, and it also takes place in the Clone Wars.
Is this the television series?
Yeah, it's
Is
a
that what I've been
television
hearing about?
series. We hope to get that on by sometime in 2007.
Very nice.
And then George is starting work on the Star Wars live-action series, and we really haven't given out too many details on that because he's still deciding exactly where he wants to place it and what's it going to be.
Sure, but you were actually also waiting to give out those details right now live to our audience.
I
right?
wish I could.
All right. It was worth a try.
Hey, you know what?
I was going to Jedi mind trick you, but
I enjoy my job too much.
All right. We have one more call. Time for one more. Zach joins us on the phone from Batesville. Are you there, Zach?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Not much, giving you a chance to ask Steve anything you want, so go away.
Yeah, I'm not a real big Star Wars fan, but I really want to know what were the first few items to your collection?
That's a good question. Actually, the first one, I got it the best way possible. I was working as a reporter at the Wall Street Journal. A guy was covering Hollywood, and the media had been sent a bunch of information on Star Wars, including a brochure that they were trying to get theater owners to book the movie. He looked at it, thought it was interesting, and then threw it away. So when he left for the day, I tiptoed over to his trash
dumpster dove.
lifted it out, and that's my very first Star Wars item.
Very nice.
Still have it.
Way to social engineer that.
Absolutely.
That's great. Very, very good. Steve, thank you
My
again.
pleasure.
Very impressive
Okay,
collection. We love
thanks.
it. Good to have you on. Normally, I'd encourage you to get more exercise, but not right now. No, because DV Tuesday is coming up, and it's all the excuse you need to remain still.
The Feed is brought to you by the U.S. Navy. Navy, accelerate your life.
On the next attack of the show, songfight.org issues a challenge to its musical denizens. Write a song that attacks, like a show. Plus, it couldn't survive on TV, so they made a movie. Wait, isn't that supposed to work the other way? We visit the crew of Serenity. And finally, we decided that your cells need some shading ASAP. So we called in Ultimate Spider-Man to do the job. That's the next friendly neighborhood attack of the show. Now, one of the drawbacks to online gaming is that you're never quite sure who's on the other end of that stupid screen name. Unless, of course, it's an attack of the show Verizon broadband battle. Yes, we're playing Counter-Strike Source, which rewards teamwork and intelligence. It's okay, you can fake it. We won't tell anybody. To register, just go to our website and click on Join Our LAN Party. That's where you get all the links, all the details, all the good stuff you need to get started. And we'll see you Thursday for the LAN Party. It's a rockin' good time. Now, that's right. Who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? Oh, it's DV Tuesday. Chris Gore's back, everybody. Hey, Chris, how's it going?
I'm back. It's going well.
You're back.
Yeah.
What's your shirt say?
Oh, I'm just acknowledging I'm a nerd. With my
Hey,
shirt,
you're a
let me
nerd.
say.
You're a nerd.
Yeah.
All right, let's get started. Evil Dead 2, Book of the Dead, limited edition.
Okay, now, this thing is fantastic. First of all, if you're a fan of the Evil Dead films, I think Evil Dead 2 is my personal favorite.
And it's a lot of it's not that common that number 2 surpasses a number 1.
Well, I don't know. Like, I think Empire Strikes Back is one of the best Star Wars movies. It was the second one. But that's my personal opinion.
Good point. But
Personal
they
opinion.
don't always work out that way.
Right,
So it's always
right.
kind of nice when they get better and better.
But this is the one, of course, where Bruce Campbell is tortured, which, of course, he's tortured in all of them. And if you've never seen an Evil Dead movie, I mean, this is the one that is, I think, it's the best balance of humor and gore effects. I mean, some of the grossest stuff in this thing. And that literally is just Bruce Campbell acting. Now, they undercrank the camera so he'd be a little quicker. But eventually, of course, he'll be, chopping his hand off.
Oh, my God, no!
Yeah. Who's Laughing Now, of course, one of the classic lines from the film. There's behind the scenes on it, a couple documentaries, one that's good called The Gore the Merrier, and Behind the Screams.
Nice.
And then commentary from Bruce Campbell, co-writer Scott Spiegel, Sam Raimi, the whole gang, Greg Nicotero, who did the special effects. And what's great about the commentary is these guys have known each other since, like, junior high, so they rip on each other and just torture each other on the commentary. It's fantastic. The one cool thing about this, and actually a warning, I have a warning. Just smell this.
Oh, God.
Go ahead.
Chris.
Just take a whiff. I know, this is so, it is so rank. You guys I'm going to make everybody smell this, but look,
It's sort of
the
like
smelliest latex.
tar and poo.
Yeah, it takes a while for the smell to go away, but this is cool. Here, press the eye. Press the eye. You probably can't hear that.
Here, like this.
Yeah. Can you hear that now?
I heard in my ear,
It's
that
the
was
screaming
weird.
eyeball, and then if you look, it's an actual replica of the Book of the Dead, the Necronomicon
Chris,
from the film.
you're starting to, I can see your pulse quickening.
Yeah,
I'm going
I
to go
love
ahead
it.
and say your bottom line is that this is a
Oh,
buy.
this is a definite buy. And then the one
Great.
thing to look for when you get the book is actually these are coded messages in here. If you squint, you'll actually see that there's cool little inside messages.
Put the book away, Chris.
I'll put the book away.
You're getting out of
it's
control.
a buy. It's a definite buy.
It's a definite buy.
Definite
Good.
buy.
We're off to a good start.
Cool.
Now, next, From the Earth to the Moon, the signature edition.
Yeah, now this is the HBO series that came out in 1998. Tom Hanks produced it. He actually directed a couple of the episodes. And it's
He really has a thing for astronomy, doesn't he?
No, he's a huge NASA geek. When
Yeah.
you look at the behind the scenes on it, he had the Saturn V rocket. I mean, he had a model kit of the LEM from Revell. You can buy model kits of this stuff and put them together from Aurora. I did some of that when I was a kid. But he's a huge fan of NASA, and it was his passion to make this. Everyone involved was just so passionate about this series. What's amazing about it is just the detail that they go into about the space program. There's one of this series episodes actually focuses on how they develop the LEM. So here it's a whole episode just about the engineers and how they make the lunar lander and all the challenges they face. Do they need a windscreen? You know, how big should the window be? That adds weight.
Now, this was, not to interrupt you, a very, very successful HBO series, but
It's a
how's
great
the DVD?
series. The DVD, I got to tell you, no commentary for any of the episodes.
I'm not seeing a buy.
I know the extras on it are limited, and the drag about it is, I've already got it. I mean, this is the box set that I have that was
phooey.
released a few years ago, and there's not much different. The only thing different is the menu screens. The menu screens, they got much more ambitious. They're more animated, and then they have these little historical.
So what's your bottom line, Chris?
It's a rent. It's a definite rent. I mean, it's a fantastic series. If you've never seen it, it's great. It's like taking a class in NASA and astronomy.
I want to make sure we get to our last DVD of the day. Family Guy presents Stewie Griffin, The Untold Story.
Okay, now of
Family
course-
Guy fans everywhere are obviously going to like this,
yeah,
but what
if
about
you're-
everybody
if you're a
else?
big Family Guy fan, well, everybody else. That's what's so great about Family Guy. Never has it been more uncomfortable than watching an episode of Family Guy with your family.
Ew,
Because,
yeah.
I mean,
worst hour ever.
kinky sex, gross blood and guts, gore, the meanest, most cruel parodies. I mean, incredibly cruel to celebrities. But what's neat about this, the story is, of course, Stewie discovers his older self comes back on vacation. It's a long story. In the future, they go on vacation in the past.
Gotcha.
So he meets Stu, himself older, and he's a complete loser. So this actually is the first 3 episodes of the upcoming season with added footage. So it's never before seen in the sense that this hasn't aired yet. But like there's
confusing.
I know it's confusing, but it is a nearly 90-minute film. Funny stuff that could definitely not air on television. Really uncomfortable and hilarious.
So what's your bottom line, Chris?
It's a buy. It's a buy. I mean,
a buy.
yeah. I wish I could talk about it more. This goes by so quickly.
I know, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well,
That's what happens when you're later on in the show.
yeah.
You gotta go for the.
Sans we took all my good time.
Gotta go for 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
10 minutes in.
Yeah,
10
well,
minutes.
can I do
All
it?
right, Chris. Thank you for being here.
Cool.
We will see you next week.
Oh wait, I got one more thing. My movie is opening this Friday, September 30th at the Lemley Sunset 5. My Big Fat Independent Movie. Just go to mybigfatindependentmovie.com.
Chris, you're so great. You're such a director.
What?
Your
Yeah,
movie's
I know.
coming out.
And everybody's screaming at you
That's
now,
Good. It's
and-
good. Big
yeah.
Fat Independent Movie. Don't miss it. Thanks, Chris. Visit filmthread.com or chrisgore.com for more information and maybe some not safe for work wallpaper, even if you're lucky. Now, things are winding down, but I have at least one trick still up my sleeve. I call it my damn good download. You'll call it awesome.
You know, it's one of those things I've always heard about, and I want to experience a damn good download.
Okay, so Sean, not
Yes,
Sean, real quick.
Okay.
You know when you do certain things online and there's always a dialog box that comes up like, are you sure you want to? Or, Microsoft has some of those things built into Windows and you're just tired of
Right.
saying yes or no?
Yes, I get tired.
I have a great damn good download called Push the Freaking Button, which basically says you set it up ahead of time. Like, when this dialog box comes up, I always just want to say yes. Just push the freaking button. You set that up ahead of time, and then these dialog boxes don't bother you anymore because it's sort of just does it for you
It's doing the work for me.
with this little program. For example, I will show
Okay.
you exactly what I'm talking
Yes.
about. I am at the comment section of my blog, and sometimes stupid people with names like generic drugs post things that are not very interesting.
Dorks.
I want to delete this comment, right? So I'll say delete. Now it always asks me, TypePad always asks me, this change cannot be undone. You really want to delete? And I'm always like, yeah, that's why I said delete, all right?
But you might click it erroneously, but
Well,
this...
I'm pretty sure in this case.
You mean
I'm pretty sure in this case. So all I have to do is open up something called push the freaking button, which is also really fun to say. What I've done is I've set up with a single press. I won't go through all the steps, but I kind of say, with a single press, I always want to say yes. I could also always say no. I could also set up a put in my name, put in my password, then check.
Oh, cool.
Never ask me again, then check OK.
Now, what if...
So you can do single press or you can do sequence.
Oh, so you can do sequence. So if you have multiple, that's what I was going to ask you.
Like
You
if
read
you
my
had
mind.
I know. So if you want to log into your bank account or something, usually you got to do a few things. My account's in California, blah blah blah. So push the freaking button. Damn good download.
That's helpful.
It's $30 to buy, but there is a 30-day free trial, so you can set it up, see if you like it, if it makes your life better. You can have it. And you can find it at attackoftheshow.com. In my little section, I've got lots of great stuff there, Sean.
It's like a treasure trove.
It would be hard to do the show without me. But
You're better
whatever.
than Google, if you ask me.
Thank you. The keeper. Yeah. Now, do you see a couch? Do you see credits running? That's because the show isn't over yet. So
we still have some happy tree fronds and track questions to plow through.
Ooh.
Attack of the Show, baby.
Thanks to our guest, Steve Sands.
Yeah, he was awesome.
See ya. No chat today. Maybe tomorrow.
Bye, guys. You had your gum on your keyboard. You just...
Attack of the Show wardrobe provided by Jinx.com.